what's up? What's going on, everybody? It is Super Dave back at it again with the PA Political Revolution podcast, where we're back at it again to give you another update with this circus that's taking place in City Hall, right? We have it again. This cracked up mayor has lost his mind, right? This crazy, allegedly drugged out mayor, right? Well, let me go ahead on and give the disclaimers, right? Everything that I'm saying over here is alleged, even if it's on the video and I'm showing it right to your face. Everything is alleged. Everything is my opinion. Everything is my protected constitutional right of political free speech. And, hey, this could be made up. This could be true, is my opinion. And please, whatever you do, do not run up on me because of my opinion. And it might turn bad for both of us, right? Now, with the disclaimers has already been given out, right? Let's go ahead and take you to this circus. They're seeing it been coming up every Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday. You can almost, every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, you can almost guarantee there's a circus going on with free admission going on in City Hall, right? This circus is no different, right? This is no different. We have the mayor losing his doggone mind simply because council voted down the tax increase, the water rate increase, right? Now, the problem is whenever city council allocate money to the streets department or they allocated the water, for some reason that money gets transferred, it gets lost in the sauce, it for some reason disappears and goes to something else. We get certificate of obligation, right, to bond money for the streets, specific streets, but unfortunately, that money gets allocated and starts from what, 500,000 the city manager said is unallocated to at least 14 million right now. Some say maybe even more to working on Woodward Boulevard, right? So it is natural for council to question staff because staff constantly lies to the council, right? Constantly lies to them about the money. So you really can't trust staff, right? Staff has an alliance, right, with some of the 4 voting members. Now it's kind of like 3 a little bit because Ken Law is suspected to be running for mayor, right? So things has been going a little bit haywire, right? Since Ken Law kind of flip-flopped the vote on the Kappa Clowns, for the better. Fortunately, that's for the better for the city, right? But, he picks and chooses when he wants to be for the citizens, right? Now, I'm about to take you into progress, right? Basically, they're going to go ahead and vote. Well, Bartie moves them up. Look, they do something so childish, right? They put up this is some old school game, right, man? This is old school game. They're going to put up two proposals, right? Okay. Hey, I got one that's 7.5 and I got one that's 7%, right? I'm going to propose to move the bigger one out there and hoping you go say, hey, let's go ahead and get the small one, right? It's like a good cop, bad cop. I don't know if that's the right term, but hey, the really one I want you to get is the 7%, but I'm going to put an extraordinary one like 7.5 or something more, right? So I can convince you that I'm giving you a deal by taking this off and giving you the 7 point, right? So let's go ahead and they had 2 bills that wanted to raise it up by 14%, well, at least 14.5 for the citizens, but they pulled one off and tried to vote on the other. So it's really weak game, right? I'm going to bring it in session.
Now, we were asked upon PO number 7281. It is an ordinance amending Chapter 10 Utilities, Article 2 Water, Division 3 Service Charges and Billing, Sections 110.91 schedule rate schedule, and 110-92 customers outside city not having special contracts of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Port Arthur as it pertains to a 7% rate increase for residential and an 8.5 rate increase for commercial and industrial customers, and providing for publication. May I get a motion for approval, Councilman Kinlaw?
So moved.
May I get a second, Mayor Pro Tem?
Second.
It's been moved and second that we would approve PO number 7281 as presented. We're ready for question. Councilman Doucette. Now, okay, we're ready to vote. We're ready for voting on this. All in favor?
Aye.
And then aye.
Hold on for me. Let me know. Let me go back. I think it goes past 7.5. He goes back. He pulls one of them. I don't want to make sure. I just want to go to that one first. Yeah, he go ahead and pull. I just want to go to this one first.
Numbers.
Sure.
What I'd like to do is see if we can get a motion to remove PO number 7280.
There you go.
And if we were going to vote on something up or down, we would vote on 7281. Is it possible for me to get a motion to remove 7280? Anyone?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, you motion to remove that one? Sir?
Yes, I move to remove
Okay,
PO.
you said you second? Okay, it's been moved and second that we would remove 7280. We have any questions on that? No questions. Ready to vote? All in favor of removal?
Aye.
Any opposers? Okay, now
that's good game right there, right? I'm doing you a favor. I'm supposed to remove this one, but we can go ahead and vote on this one, right? Old school.
7280 has been and is removed. Now, we were active on PO number 7281. It is an ordinance amending Chapter 10 Utilities, Article 2 Water, Division 3 Service Charges and Billing, Sections 110.91 schedule rate schedule, and 110-92 customers outside city not having special contracts of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Port Arthur as it pertains to a 7% rate increase for residential and an 8.5 rate increase for commercial and industrial customers, and providing for publication. May I get a motion for approval, Councilman Kinlaw?
So moved.
May I get a second, Mayor Pro Tem?
Second.
It's been moved and second that we would approve PO number 7281 as presented. We're ready for question. Councilman Doucette. Now, okay, we're ready to vote. We're ready for voting on this. All in favor?
Aye.
And then aye. Any opposers?
No.
Okay, it appears that no's would be in the majority.
Let's do a roll call vote, Mayor,
Okay,
please.
go right ahead.
Mayor Pro Tem Beckham,
No.
Councilmember Doucette,
No.
Councilmember Councilmember Hamilton,
Yes.
Councilmember Kinlaw,
No.
Mayor Bartie.
Yes.
Measure fails.
Okay, and we are now.
Okay, now that's what happened to the I'm going to let it play because it ain't really pretty much
Moving back to page 1, and we would go to actually the Roman
so
numeral.
pretty much what happened right. That's kind of distracting. Let me go. Yeah, pretty much what happened right there, right? They voted it down, right? So now they're going to go into the budget. Bartie is going to go ahead and talk to Thigpen, right, to get him to go ahead and get Han in them to talk about the budget, right? So Bartie's mad that that's going to be going on.
Would be to discuss the proposed budget for fiscal year 2024-2020. Y'all may proceed.
The one that we're going to go through today is going to be the police. Let me tell you what page that one is on. Page 73 starts the summary, and page 74 are the details.
Excuse me. Would these be in the handout you gave today? If not, I left my binder downstairs. But so it's what you're talking about now. Is not.
Bartie is going to have intermission. I guess he's going to go get some type of banner, but he's going to switch it up and have them talk about the water rate, right? Remember, they already talked about the water rate so many times. So that's going to piss everybody off.
Okay, let's just take a 5-minute break. Everybody could do something. Okay, it is now 10:59, and we are ready to reconvene. City Secretary, would you reestablish?
Mayor Bartie,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Beckham, Councilmember Hamilton Everfield,
Present.
Councilmember Doucette,
Here.
Councilmember Kinlaw,
Here.
Councilmember Frank. You have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you so kindly. Assistant City Manager, Dr. Thigpen, you had something that you wanted to apprise the council of.
Well, Mayor and Council, again, good morning. As you indicated earlier, the city manager is ill and will not be with us today, but Ms. Langford and Ms. Boswell and I are going to move forward with the budget. The manager wants to be sure that we remained on schedule. The items that we had for today, the first is going to be an explanation by Dr. Thurman regarding.
Now, remember, it was supposed to be the police department, right? And that's what Bartie supposedly went downstairs to go ahead and get the binder for. But now Bartie has told Thigpen to talk about this water rate, right? Remember, the reason why Bartie wants to get this water rate is because he wants to go on these trips. Now, it's going to make sense a little bit later on, right towards the end of this. Remember, I believe he wants to use the extra money to go on these trips. It all boils down to Bartie taking these trips.
The impact of a rate increase or not having an increase. We're going to follow that with the police department budget, development services budget, and then streets so that we can complete our budget presentation.
Okay, Councilman Doucette.
Yes. Let's do the budget. We've already talked about the rate increase. If we're going to deal with that, we'll deal with that afterwards.
But Councilman, I asked him, like, we're going to do it. Let us do it now. Councilman, please. Now, come on. Now,
Okay,
Councilman, please.
Hold
Councilman,
up.
please. Councilman, please.
Oh, that's the drugs getting to him. Councilman, please. Councilman, please. Councilman, please. Straight the signs of a drug addict.
Please.
Point of order.
Whatever.
Okay,
Go ahead, go
the
ahead.
point of order.
Look at that, boy, that's a nut. That is a nut. Thurman, it is a complete fool.
What's your point of order?
I think we need to move on. So what we'll do is I wish to appeal to the council to decide whether we want to do the workshop or whether we want to hear this on that. So let's take a vote on whether the council
but
need to go.
Sir, just a moment.
Now, understand this is a council manager form of government, but you got Crybaby Bartie, right? Crybaby Bartie thinks he's a strong mayor. When he don't want to get his way, cry baby boy T cries.
Now, this is something as chairman of the meeting, and I actually have the agenda. I'm not trying to overlook what you're saying. Okay, I asked Dr. Kinlaw to do what he is doing now. I guess in your obstinance, you wish to control everything, and that's quite all right, sir. But at this juncture, I've asked him to allow them to speak on that. If you would just, for one moment, allow us to do what is properly right, what is parliamentarily correct, and that is allow the chair to call how the meeting shall flow. That's just what I exercise, sir.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, this fool thinks he gets to dictate on the meeting. No, you don't get to rearrange different things on the meeting, right? That vote was already shut down, right? But Bartie wants to use this money for the trips. He wants to get broken off some of that money. They want. I guarantee you, right? Well, I'm speculating, but I speculatively guarantee, right, that Bartie gonna if he got that money, they're gonna use that to divert it to that delegation bull crap they trying to go to, right? They trying to use that to go lobby to play lobbyists. I guarantee that's what they're gonna do with the money.
Well, you know what we can do?
I appealed
I'll
it.
tell you what
I
we'll
appealed
do.
it, Mayor.
We can just recess this entire session today, and maybe when we come back, we'll be ready to follow the right rules on how to conduct business. And
Once
this
again,
is what we'll do.
Okay,
I will just call
point
this
of order.
session.
Point of order.
It's no sense. The
Point
meeting
of
is
order.
over.
I'll
The
take-
meeting is over, sir.
No, we got a mayor.
Don't have a quorum.
Oh, cry baby boy, cry baby, crack baby boy T. Crack baby, cry baby boy T wants, understand, he wants to talk about this rate increase. You have a council member that's more dedicated in going on trips and getting these doggone rate increase. Think about it. He only acts this crazy when it's about a trip, right? So obviously, if it's about taxing a citizen for some money, they're going to use that to go on these trips. This got to be what it is, right? You can't have, I've never seen a mayor this out of touch with the people, and the vote that's already been killed to be on the taxes, right? It's already been killed. So why are you trying to bring it up? It's already been obliterated. So you are that determined to go ahead and go with this tax increase, or to try to talk about the tax increase, that you say F the citizens, F the city. I don't want to do nothing else with the budget unless it has to deal with increasing citizens' water bill. You low down, dirty piece of crap, crack baby boy T. Crack cry baby boy T.
We have a mayor pro tem. We have a mayor pro tem, Mayor.
No, I don't.
Mayor, we have a pro tem.
Look, he kind of put his hands by.
Oh my.
But he kind of tried to put his hands on Mayor Pro Tem Beck. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? But this guy's a doggone nut. This guy's a nut. I'm gonna try to push it back some and see. I didn't know. I done messed up now. I done doggone messed up.
Meeting is over,
There we
sir.
go.
No, we got a mayor.
Don't have a quorum, man.
We have a mayor.
Watch
pro
boy T
tem.
hand.
Meeting is over.
We have a mayor pro tem, Mayor.
No, I don't.
Mayor, we have a pro
Look at
tem.
his hand. Look at his hand.
There's no quorum without 4 people
You
present.
have a quorum?
No.
Oh, that's right. She's
It has
not
to be
here.
4 have
She's
to
not
be
here.
present.
Okay, so we don't have a quorum.
So that's crazy. Saying the quorum has to be 4 people there, but you have her, Hamilton Everfield. She can vote on the stuff, but she not here. Man, this city doesn't make any goddamn sense. These crazy ass city attorneys don't have a clue on what they talking about.
Meeting is over. Come here, sir. Just come here now. Right on.
Oh, my God.
Come here, sir. Come on. We can do this. We can do this some other time. Boy, that's a fool. That is a fool. Now what's going to happen? Council member, they're going to call Mr. Lewis to come on in and get a quorum. Councilmember Beckham must go ahead to chair the meeting. Now remember, people, this is the budget. This is a budget workshop. You trying to get the money right, but this crack child baby son of a dog doesn't want to doggone do this because he wants your rate increase, right? He's crying to increase your water rate. This is the type of dysfunction that we have in the city of Port Arthur, right? This is the type of circus that we have. We have the worst mayor in history, right? The worst mayor in history, and he's an embarrassment to the black community, right? I don't see how anybody that's black, descendant of American slaves, right? American descendant of slaves, right? People that's black Americans, freedmen, foundational black Americans, consider this piece of trash one of us, right? It is embarrassing to think this man is black, right? It's just an embarrassment to all black folks right here, man. All black Americans that we have this drug addict, crybaby, crack baby Bartie that so adamantly wants to raise your rates to where he's going to say, F all of the city business, screw all of this. I'm gone. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. But we have a council say, okay, we have a mayor pro tem. We go call up Mr. Willie Bay Lewis and we go ahead and get the ball rolling.
Page 65 of the budget. To my previous
Enforcement.
Plan, I forget what it's called. It's called.
Bam. We have Councilmember Beckham right here doing the doggone thing, right? Council meeting is going slow. But now we're going to go back and get the real. So when Councilmember Beckham is about to leave, Bartie comes back, right? He's going to call Frank. He's going to call Pastor Frank. Hey, I need some help over here. Boom. So Frank's going to come on in on the thing and chime in on the water rate, right? But we're going to go ahead and skip all of that, right? We're going to go ahead and skip all of that. They're going to eventually start having Hanny come back after they talk about the police fire. Now we're going to have Hanny talk about the water rate again, right? Councilmember Kinlaw is going to question him. Hey, we didn't gave you money before. You done lied about the pipe bursting crew. You done lied us. What happened with the money? Now Kinlaw says he really doesn't want to put all of his laundry out there. Why, Kinlaw? This is where this is the problem with you, right? Now, you truly truly could be one of the best mayors in the city of Port Arthur, Mr. Kinlaw, if only you grew a pair of nuts, right? If only you grew a pair of cojones and learned to stand on business, right? You really could be the best mayor, right? We said that about Bartie, but we already knew Bartie has a chemical dependency problem and all these other getting kicked out of the JP, getting kicked out of the church. But you, Kinlaw, has better sense than that, right? But the problem with you want to be everything to everybody. You want to play all sides of the political table, right? But the problem is, man, you can really be great, Thomas Kinlaw, if you really stood on business, stood on truth, and have a pair of balls, man. If you just exuded masculinity and had a pair of balls, man, and do what's right. That's all you have to do. Stand on business and do what's right, Kinlaw. You really could be the best mayor, right? You have the education to understand some of this stuff if you really wanted to, right? If you really wanted to. But the problem I feel with you are a coward. Unfortunately, I remember there's a couple of votes you got up and left on. The one with Carl Parker, you got up and left on that. Cal Jones had to come get you on that about his contract. When the city was voting for the something with the news, right? Either canceling, doing something with the newspaper, right? Canceling and killing it, or addressing some of the political issues that they had with Rich Mackey. You got up and left. A lot of times when hard votes come to pass, you want to get up and leave. Until it's like right now, when it's time to campaign, now you want to stand on the right thing, right? Sometimes you want to stand on the right thing, you want to flip-flop. You voted against Bartie's thing, but then you flip-flop on having this crazy-ass delegation to go lobby, right? You know that's wrong. So you try to play both sides of the field. But you did decent in this in this when you're trying to check handing, but you need to put it all out there, right? You need to put it all out there. Let the citizens know. There go Frank. Frank go talk about he was with the vote. And there go Ken Law. He kind of talking to Hanny. And, you know, Doucette going in back, you know, hitting up Hanny. But now you're going to get to the real reason, right? When Mr. Doucette, right, pretty much at the end of Doucette's last, you know, speaking, Doucette's going to say, hey, we need you to find out what's going on. We need to find out another way to fund this. We don't need you to keep billing the doggone citizens. We need you to find a way to fund it. And when Mr. Doucette says the city isn't broke, just think about what your mayor, crack baby, cry baby boy T has to say.
There's no reserve, and I have nothing left in 405, which is your capital. Just wanted to make that clear.
So, Comptroller, Mr. Comptroller, on this, what you're specifically saying to us, and I think you did say it, if he or the 25 million isn't there at all without some movement with approval for what his request was, am I just simplistically trying to understand it? Is that correct?
If you would look on page.
And understanding available funds, not taking things off the table on this. Then we understand.
Down a little bit.
Wait a minute, let me finish speaking, Dr. Haney. Always be our concern. We should never get where we're doing that. We should never be taking money if we don't have to take money. But we have other tools in the tool bag that I have not heard.
Okay. Councilman Doucette. Just a minute, because we've been going over this for 1 hour. I like to keep the room light. Councilman Doucette, we not that broke, man. Why you voted against my $1,300?
Whoa. There go out of all the stuff that he said, right? His main thing, hey, if we ain't that broke, why you vote against my $1,300? His trip is his money. In this crackhead's mind, it is his money. Crack cry, baby, is his money. Now, because we didn't give him his money, right, as he said it, he wants to get up and leave. Because we voted down the city from taxing you all out there. Everybody being taxed by bad water bills, all this, right? Now you have a reason to question your water bill, right? Because they probably screwed up on purpose to tax you. Right now you're seeing how this city operates, right? They want to burn money from the citizens, but these coward son of a dogs want to spend all of this money on some luxurious trips.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go to something, man. We're gonna go to something. I just like to keep the room like we've been testing this for hours. He just said the magic word that I wanted to say. Port Arthur is not broke, and if Mayor Bartie goes somewhere, he is not gonna break Port Arthur. Now, let's move on.
Ooh, man, that's all this sick son of a dog wants to hear. I want to go on a trip. I want to burn this money. Money.
What I have heard, just a minute, what I have heard listening to this discussion. We've actually reached some compromise. Now, I don't know, maybe it's your connotation or how you define compromise. We've reached some compromise between the 2 to 3 to 4 vote or whatever 4 to 3 vote, whatever. We've reached some compromise. The first point in the compromise, excuse me, that's my medicine. The first vote in the compromise is, I probably smell like old people up here.
Now, and who's this?
But that's all right. Bacon.
Ooh, that's that. Well, it sounded like the tooth came out because too much of crack smoking, allegedly. I don't know. I'm just guessing, right? Hey, I'm just guessing. That's my opinion. Too much crack, teeth falling out.
Over here. All right. The first vote in the compromise is, or the first element, we actually want to see this done. Now, I've gathered that I'm listening to everybody. Now, nobody, no matter how strongly or how you voted, no one has spoken against all that needs to occur with our infrastructure. So I thank God for that. That is compromise. The second element that I have actually used Mr. Sassery's term, I have deduced from this dialogue over the hour
Rice come with
is hold on, baby, is that because we all want it, we need some creative, legal way to do it. Okay? Now, I know this Councilman Doucette said a million times, I don't want to tell you how to do your job. But if you know the magic thing, share it with them, okay? Well, we need staff to do.
Now, the man trying to give you the magic bean, the magic sauce, whatever you want to call it, right? He's giving you his opinion multiple times on how things should be done. But you, Mr. Crybaby, Crackbaby Bartie, you don't want to hear none of this. So don't come on and play stupid right now, right? These drug-infused council members want to just lie to you in your face. Now, if he says that we want you to give you the secret sauce, this Doucette has been trying to give you his opinion on different topics all the time, but we see Bartie trying to overtalk him. He thinks he's a strong man. He thinks he tells everybody what to do. This man is crazy. This guy's a hypocrite, a doggone nut.
Within the next 4 or 5 days, it's come up with this creative element that actually goes with this compromise. And now, the third, the very last, I'm a preacher, so you get 3 points. So the third.
A preacher where? He's been kicked out of church. What? He's a preacher at the synagogue of Satan. Where is he a preacher at? I don't know.
Point that I have deduced, or I can deduce, from this dialogue. I've listened to both sides. There is a possibility in the future of some form of discontinuance of the flow of water into any area of Port Arthur because of the age of the infrastructure. With those 3 things in mind, okay, the infrastructure is all we all agree and we know it has to be repaired. Doucette has said it, we're not broke, we got some money. Somewhere, somebody figure out how to get the money and we keep our A+ rating. But now, Ms. K, you came highly recommended, and everybody has said you know your stuff. So prove it to me by coming in next week with how we're supposed to be able to do it. And the third thing again is this. We are good with the compromise because at the end of the day, Dr. Toomey, you have brought to us what actually has to happen. Now, maybe your suggestion on actually, and I'll just use this word for lack of a better term, attacking that, okay, it's not what everybody actually embraces. Yet they know that the attack has to has to take place. Okay? Because of those things right there, I'm going to declare this meeting adjourned. I have actually given to you what I think each of you could actually decipher and take away from this gathering of this august body on this very good day of our Lord, on what the day is, the 17th day of the month of September in the year of 2024. I declare this august body adjourned, and everyone would say amen. Thank you. Give me your cap. Yeah, give me your cap. Give me your cap. All right, you bring your offering up here. I want them to hear. Bring your money here.
Wow.
Bring your money to the feet of the front.
This is the clown that we have, people. This is the embarrassment. This is the embarrassment we have in the city. We have a drugged out mayor that doesn't give a flip about the people, nor the budget. Now, he done adjourned the meeting when they still had some more to go. So why, people, why is we stuck on this topic of the water rate? You have a hostile council, right? And a hostile staff that's actually against you. Now, the problem with staff, right? The problem with Hannah Tomei and pretty much all of the staff over there at Port Arthur, right? Is when you give them money, they don't do what they supposed to do with the money. Right? So if they don't do what they're supposed to do with the money, how can you trust them with anything else, right? That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line, right? Prime example again, I'm going to say it over and over and over so it can stick. When we give them millions of dollars to do the street, right? They supposed to do $10 million worth of streets. But they can't do that for whatever reason, right? They can't spend the amount of money in each district is for they're supposed to do with the streets. So the reason why they have the bonds is to go ahead, the street bonds, certificates of obligations, to go ahead and knock out a big portion of it. You hire contractors to go here and there, boom, hit these streets a good time. So, hey, we can have a large part of it done so the citizens can see progress on what's going on. So, hey, but that's not happening. But instead of hiring contractors, we don't spend the money. We can't spend the money, right? Or we'll take the money, well, the council or the staff will take the money out of the streets and focus it out of other districts and put it on Woodward Boulevard, right? That's where the money be going. Or they're going to take some of that money and put it on the Jimmy Johnson extension, giving this other guy a doggone road. So it's crazy. We doing crazy stuff with the money with these good old boy deals, right? That's what they want to fund. They want to fund these good old boy deals and things they can stick in their pockets, right? Now, the only time Bartie has got up and left the meeting with such vitriol was when he could not go on an actual trip. And now we see what this is about, right? This money for this I had a brain freeze. This money for this water department, right, is for these trips. it's for some extracurricular bull crap. They're going to play hot potato with the money and move the money around, right? They're going to move the money around, right? So that's the problem with them. That's the problem with the staff, the city people like Bartie, because they'll run these plays, right? They'll run interference for the staff. They'll use staff as like, hey, staff recommended we need this, and this, giving you a raise for 30 years. But tell me something, you don't need water. You don't need millions of dollars just to report, just to give the TCEQ paperwork. We've been violating TCEQ orders by giving them paperwork since 2019 at least. That doesn't cost any money, right? That's bad management, right? That's what we have to look at, bad management before any time that we really need to spend some taxpayers' money on some of this bull crap. We need to look at what happened with the money we did last year with it. Just like Ken Law brought up in here, you were supposed to have a pipe bursting crew last year with the budget. What happened with that, right? They funded at least 4 water rate changes, right? 3 water rate raises and a connection fee, which is a slick word for a water rate increase. So you had 4 increases. What have they done? What have they done with the money? So, people, this is Super Dave with the PA Political Revolution podcast. And I so humbly ask you that you go ahead and pass this along to somebody else that can use it, right? Because not that many people have this information. And please let somebody know, and I need you to be an advocate too, right? The least you can do is share this video, right? That's the bare minimum. Share this video. If you can, be a voice out here with the people, with the citizens, right? Get on these council members about this water rate, right? Ask them what happened to every time they get the money, they mess over the money. So until next time, take it easy. Peace.